This is my wifely opinion. Let me be the first wife, the first mother, the first sister, the first auntie to say that girls' trips are for single women. Think about it. You're on a girls' trip. You're gone for about 6 to 7 days.
Right.
You get dressed up. You get sexy. You smell good. You wax everything. You shave everything. For who? For your friends that you went on a vacation with? No. You are there to be eye candy for the next man that's out there looking. Because when he's looking, I know you guys are looking back. You do not get dolled up for your friends. You get dolled up to get male attention. And the only male attention you should be seeking is your own man. And that time that your husband or your boyfriend calls, you're not going to answer the phone because you got niggas in your face.
Oh, Lord. Again. Again. Nothing new, nothing changed, same old shit.
Because you decided to do single women activities.
I have to agree. Why are you out there? Body wax, bikini wax. You got the Brazilian thing going on, man. Body on, everything. The smallest bikini that you've ever worn, but your man's not there to see it. You know what, fellas? I'm telling you, if she calls it a girl's trip, you should be concerned, bro. And also take a look at her friend circle. All right, just pay attention. Look at the details. Are they married? Are they single? Are they recently divorced? You can just almost prime. If they're going on a girl's trip and one of them just got divorced last month, you know what's about to happen. They're about to go get party and shit faced. That's it. All right. The divorced girl might get cracked, and therefore she might peer pressure the other girls into doing it. It just happens. All right, so. Y'all know the stories.
Oh, hey, I'm just about to go to bed. I know we couldn't Skype tonight, but that's alright.
What kind of breakfast she cooking?
I have purchased services.
Oh, jeez. Damn.
Yep, I'm bisexual, so I've purchased both men and women before. Let me tell you, it is more cost efficient and time efficient to do that rather than get on a dating app, catfishing people, and then going on a date, being expected to fuck a man because he paid for a like $200 meal.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
Or taking a woman on a $200 meal and listening to just both of these people yap in my ear talking about some I have feelings. Shut up! I just want to have sex. It's more cost efficient. Time efficient.
Oh my.
I don't have the fucking time. I'm a businesswoman, okay? I don't got time to be out here. I am being so serious though. Like it genuinely is more cost efficient, and I highly recommend you at least do it once in your life.
20 days.
Dang, bro. Like, she's serious, bro. You know, you just don't get females to come out in the open and say they purchase things like this, okay? You don't have that coming. You don't have too many of them coming to the internet and saying this. So this is a little. Now, am I shocked? Not really, because I'm pretty sure women do it too. It's just at a low volume. You're not going to really see women out there purchasing activities as such. They'd probably purchase a rose or do some other stuff. But have a whole dude come over and give them some funds, that's a little bit uncommon.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
I would say rare. Once in a blue moon, you might hear of it. You probably never hear about it, to be honest, until just now. To be honest, she was on 4th Street about it. Gotta say, damn. All right, is it cost efficient? What do you guys think? Don't answer that in the comments.
Huh?
Don't answer that because you're gonna give yourself away. Don't answer that in the comments. All right, next video.
Later, and I still can't get him off my mind. Like, I don't understand, what more do I have to do? How many more people?
You just go back to him.
We gotta get cracked. Like, get the out of my head, bro.
Looks like
trying to go through as many bodies as you possibly can to get over an ex or a past partner is delusional.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
Don't do that. Young lady, fellas, you see. Yeah, when she says she just went through her villain era, this is exactly what she's talking about.
the performers are having a blast, but in reality, they're just disassociated and don't even want to be there. Since I did live in LA after getting to the industry, I hung out with a lot of people in the adult industry. And their stories were always the same and negative. None of them liked doing what they were doing. They were just doing it for the money, and they dreamed of getting out, doing something else, and having a normal life, like being married with kids. And this wasn't just female performers, the male performers and the directors as well.
Ah, shit. Had it go again.
And almost all, if not all, the girls go to their shoots high on something, whether it's painkillers, weed, ecstasy, or cocaine. So that's why when people watch it, it looks like the performers are having a blast, but in reality, they're just disassociated and don't even want to be there. This drug thing was actually pretty foreign to me because I had never done drugs before getting in the adult industry. And even though people in the adult industry offered me drugs several times, I kept saying no with the exception of smoking and alcohol.
Bruh, chill.
I did, however, start turning to alcohol, and after being in the industry for a few months, I did develop an alcohol problem.
Bruh.
But after I quit porn, I also quit drinking, and I've been completely sober for 1 year and 4 months.
What are you so?
Well, you know what? Good for you, man. Good for you for your sobriety. Good for you for coming to your senses. Now, I wonder if it, guys, do you think it's too late for her? She said that everybody in that industry is craving a wife and kid. Why aren't they doing it then? Is it the fame? Is it the money? Look, you're not making much money. I wouldn't think because, you know, we live in such a digital age. Maybe back in the day when you had like DVDs and stuff, like you get paid a little bit more because you can like follow like the copies or the sales. But bro, we live such in a digital age, and most of it's free. Most of it's pirated, probably. You're just not making much. So what? How much are you really making during these scenes? And then you're gonna turn to substance abuse as well. You gotta start recognizing the issues and getting out of there. But I don't know if there's really any hope because when you get so far deep into those situations, it's like, how do you break out of it? You get what I'm saying? Like, how do you go from that to a normal life? Who's gonna want you? How can you get a regular job? Your resume speaks for itself if you're trying to get something high paying. Therefore, you're going from making scenes to working at McDonald's at this point. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? You got to hope that one of those connections you got during the industry gets you somewhere, an office job or something.
Surviving out here in love.
Yeah, dating in Atlanta, surviving Atlanta.
What's going on?
My last relationship, it was 2 years ago.
Okay.
I found out he was gay.
Oh! How you find out?
I was at work.
Okay.
And a group of people were talking about some girl's new boo. And one of the dudes at the table was just like, little do she know, I'm him too. And then she threw the receipt out on the table, and it's mine. I said, oh.
No, you a whole
Everybody.
co-worker.
Everybody.
Damn.
And this was your boyfriend?
This was my boyfriend. We were in a committed relationship. We were living together.
Oh! And so it was only one man, though, that he was talking?
No. Come to find out, if he was on Grindr, because I heard the notification go off one night. And I didn't even know what it was, because, like, I'm not on Grindr, but I was watching the movie, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, I know that ain't.
What did his bio say? Top or bottom? Do you know?
He do the bending.
I do that. Me.
I'm a bi girl.
Period.
So, and he knew that, and we were having threesomes and everything together, so I was just like,
Savannah, slow down.
It's not that you can't disclose to me, like, we cool, but
y'all was having threesomes together?
Yeah, until I found out that he was having sex with one of his homeboys.
You're a victim.
The hopeless romantic society.
She's the victim, bro. You gotta be careful, y'all. You know, it's Atlanta. Every male almost in Atlanta is a species. Bro, like you can't tell me you live in Atlanta and the thought of females haven't crossed their mind. Even with you could be the straightest looking guy, and females still probably have to question.
Daddy, chill.
I don't know what kind of rite of passage y'all have to go through to make sure that your woman knows you're a straight guy in Atlanta, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna be tested and tried. I'm pretty sure. But you allowed all this open activity in your bedroom. I could only imagine that it just went from there. He probably thought it was cool.
Imagine you start dating a girl when you're 17 and just a few weeks later she moves in with you and you begin living together. After a few years, you decide to propose. She says yes, but then tragedy strikes. Your future wife is diagnosed with cancer. You're a professional Valorant player, one of the most beloved in the entire world, but you decide to walk away at the peak of your career to take care of your woman's health. You start donating your own blood and other things because your genes are compatible. You take care of every expense, medical bills, apartment rent, household costs, and pleasures for both you and your girlfriend. You accompany her every step of the way. Chemotherapy, treatments, hospitalizations, recovery. You help your girlfriend build a professional career on streaming and video platforms. Her audience grows exponentially in no time. Meanwhile, you have to push your own channel to the background. And in the end, after doing all this sacrifice, she decides to leave you because she needs to discover herself.
Emotional, damn it!
I don't even know who this is. Makes me want to look him up, man. That's tough, though. That's tough, bro. You do everything you're supposed to do, man, and then wind up leaving because she wants to discover herself. Nothing else. I mean, you would think at least through chemotherapy, cancer, and all that. But you know what? People get those near-death experience. I wouldn't say, like they get the scare of their lifetime and they realize there's much more to life, or they start to thinking that there's much more than life, and they go to thinking that everything you did for them was they're grateful for it, but it's like they need to see more. And now she's about to go run the streets. She's perfectly healthy. She has her own career. She's making her own money. She can do things for herself. She's not dependent on you anymore, and she's leaving you. Damn, bro.
Oh my God. Turn her on? Turn her on? You know I'm hungry?
Yeah, my food already.
Yeah?
Washing the dishes too.
What are you making?
Soup.
Okay.
Sopita.
A mother refused.
Damn, a win is a win, fellas. A win is a win. Congratulations, my guy. You got you a baddie.
A 5-year plea deal, chose to go to trial, and was ultimately sentenced to 20 years in prison. The case took place in Florida. The defendant is Kadisa Sales, a mother of 6. She was charged with impersonating a telecommunications company employee and carrying out SIM swap fraud, facing 18 felony fraud counts. During the pretrial phase, prosecutors offered a clear deal, plead guilty in exchange for a 5-year sentence. She refused. She chose to go to trial. She believed she could win. In court, the evidence was presented piece by piece. The fraud methods, money trails, and victim testimony all worked against her. At the same time, her social media activity was repeatedly referenced. High spending, lifestyle posts, and luxury purchases stood in sharp contrast to the losses suffered by the victims. The jury ultimately found her guilty on all counts. The judge then announced the sentence: 20 years in prison. Most notably, her boyfriend was involved in a similar case, accepted a plea deal, and was sentenced to about 1 year.
Yeah, whoever your lawyer let you down. Maybe he didn't let you down. Maybe he was just too naive. I mean, you were out there committing fraud. Maybe you was just dumb enough to think that you can get away with just pulling a fast one on the courts and the system. But dang, bro, fraud, you probably could have got out in no time. A 5-year sentence if you do good time, whatever it is, the discounted time, not even a long time. Now you're in there 20 years. Boy, that is tough. And there's probably no appeal for you. Those 6 kids are going to be missing their mom.
A man on Instagram just asked me to send a video of my boobs. He'll pay whatever. I said, whatever? He said, whatever. I said, $300. Now, did I think that man was going to send it? These be so lustful, y'all. Girl, this man said it. And mind y'all, I did not even send nothing yet. And he said $300. I don't know if the nigga thought I was easy or what, but I could have blocked him and took your money. But, girl, I got a customer. The freak I look like doing that? Hello? To you, how may I help you today, sir? Girl, you know how quick I went to Twitter and typed in light-skinned baddies with big juicy boobs? Girl, I clicked on that, all I saw were big juicy bosoms all up in my motherfucking screen. Girl, I ain't know who to choose, so I chose about 2 of them. I sent him 2 videos. I did one light-skinned girl. She just playing with. Girl, he over there talking about some, oh my God, these are the best boobs I ever seen in my life. You're so fine, you're so this, you're so that. And then, girl, I'm like, oh, this nigga lustful. So, girl, I go back to her page. She got a video with her playing with her. I screenshot a picture. I sent it to him. I said, $200, I'll send you the whole video. This nigga sent it, y'all.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
No hesitation. No, girl, if you don't, girl. Why I ain't been thought of this? I'm up $500. $500. I can only hope that he returns back tomorrow, y'all. Stay.
I can only imagine he would. 500 for that, dude. There's dudes out there like it. There is dudes out there like it. That's sad. That's sad. That just tell you how easy some men really are, bro. Crazy.
I just got finished watching a video of a guy telling other men not to become stepdads and to let women raise their children on their own because there was no benefit. Now, because I listened to comprehend instead of listening to respond, I watched the whole video and all the reasons he named were valid.
Okay.
He was in a marriage to a woman with a young son who he pretty much raised for years. And when they decided to split, she cut off all contact, communication, everything because she said it was her son. There is no benefit into raising somebody else's child and pouring into them for years for you to really have no control over the child. I'm gonna go as far as saying it's really no benefit into being a step parent in general because you take care of somebody else's responsibility, and most of the time you don't even get back the bare minimum of respect, you know, from the parent or the child. So yeah, I'm gonna go that far. I know it's gonna be an unpopular opinion, and he said a lot of women would disagree because of course they want men to keep continuing to take care of other men's responsibility.
Look, at the end of the day, you got to think about the reality of things, right? Stepdads, the real benefit for a stepdad, if a guy, if it's relationship to relationship, but you most commonly see that the child is the benefactor in all this. They're the beneficiary. They're the one that has that father figure or that mother figure in the relationship. Like that's what they're missing. So they're getting that parent, that they're getting that image, that role fulfilled. You just got to hope that stepfather actually holds the same values as your family does or what you want to see in a partner. That's what you want to do. You got to really hope that this is a real true man, because you know how it is. You know, you get some creepy step parents out there, bro, like this be or abusive step parents, right? So at the end of the day, nothing that she said or that dude said was wrong, because it happens, right? Let's take reality for reality. It happens, and the kids are most of the time or majority of the time the beneficiary. So yep, you know, I have to say the same thing. Now, do you, as some step parents, get fulfilled when they meet the woman of their lives, or women meet the man of their lives to become step parents? Maybe so. All right, but you don't really hear too much about those, but you do hear about the bad ones, right? But other than that, man, today's video was good, bro. We had a lot of good clips, right? All right, so go ahead and put parents, PARENTS, in the comments if you watched this long. If you did, I know you watched to the end, and I will appreciate you. I'll see y'all in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you on the next video. Damn, man, I just want to be loved.